Welcome to the Diaries of Anxious Black Mom. I'm your host, Salam Miscano. Every week, I and my occasional guest share personal journeys in work, self-improvement, relationships, all with a lens of personal experiences of being a Black mom. Let's get started. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to talk about kind of like this 6 months mark of COVID-19 and all of the pandemics coming together all at once, and kind of the mental health challenges that it's leading to, not only for me but for others around me, and then what I am doing about it to help myself stay sane and focused. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Salam, and this is Anxious Black Mom, a weekly podcast that I do, comes out every Monday, and I talk about all things and everything related to being a mom and being a professional, and being a human being at this time and age. So as you all probably know, it's been about 6 months now since COVID-19 really became really big in the U.S. I still remember, I remember March, some of my colleagues were telling me, all these, universities were going to shut down, and I think didn't at that time appreciate how big of an issue it was going to become, because I was honestly playing it down. And I think that was because I had a lot going on. I had just come back from an international trip, so I really wasn't trying to believe all those things. I think I just wasn't ready. But then, when they closed the public schools, that's when I really felt like, wow, this is real. This is gonna be a thing. And so anywho, it's been about 6 months since I've been working remotely. Then, since probably the last time I went out to a bar or a movie, and just, all the ways that our life has changed, from, initially being very scared about toilet papers, and are we going to run out of food, and is there going to be some sort of crazy war at the grocery store, to, now where it's more of just, day in, day out, how to stay physically and mentally well through, until hopefully we get to a vaccine, right? So, in addition to, I think, things having been crazy, I've also, taken on more things during the pandemic. So the last 6 months, I've been running a program for immigrant folks in my community who need to have information translated to them. And it's something that I've really enjoyed, but also has, made me to sort of exert a lot of energy and a lot of focus. And so this thing that I do for COVID, it's been happening every single week for the last 28 weeks straight. And so it's a lot to do that every week. It's a lot of work. And then, I've had to do a lot of pivoting at my job. We even lost a couple of people who were working with me. So there's been a lot of changes. And so the last 6 months has been a lot for me, and has been a lot for many people. And now I feel like we're in this time where, folks are worrying about the election, how that's going to turn out, and how the transition is going to go. And then winter is here and fall is here. So it's a lot. It's a lot for everybody. And so, I've definitely had to, in the last couple of days, really have to, especially I had a couple of really, really big events and deadlines and things that I needed to get done for my job and other things. And so I think those were keeping my mind really occupied. But now that those are done and I checked off, it's really interesting. It's giving me a moment to reflect on how things have been going and what I need to do differently for the next 6 months, because there's a very good possibility that in the next 6 months, we would still not have a vaccine. And even if we did have a vaccine, things wouldn't necessarily completely go back to normal again in 6 months. So just trying to get myself prepared, honestly, for that. And so a couple of things that I'm trying to do to help myself stay sane is, one is, something that I know I appreciate is alone time. I am more of an introvert than anything, so trying to find time where I could literally be in a room by myself and, play music, or, it really could be anything. It could even just be watching YouTube or whatever it is, but alone time is really important, and I've been trying to incorporate more of those in my day. And so whether that's when my toddler takes a nap, or when it's lunchtime at work, making that time off and actually having some alone time. The other one is kind of silly, but I think also doing something like karaoke. And so something that I enjoy doing is singing, and singing really badly. And so just doing things like that really help to make you feel a little to let go of some things. I think it's really interesting. I remember somebody saying it's really hard to be singing and also be frowning at the same time, or something like that. I think there's something about singing that does release a lot of energy in a good way. And so I think that's something that would be good to keep incorporating. The other is being outside, even the times where it might look really rainy and gray. It's still very important to go outside, and so I'm definitely trying to encourage myself to do that. And the other one is planning, and so I love to plan and think about ideas and how they all fit together. And I like to sit there and I like to think both reflective back and kind of think about what have I done in the last 6 months, what's worked for me, what were some of the accomplishments, what were some of the things that were challenging for me, things like that. And then also thinking forward, what do I want to do differently? And so I did a lot of chance to sit and journal, and that's really important to do, to just kind of give yourself a sense of control. I think that's really nice. The other is just recognizing your emotions, and so I think this is definitely important, whether you're at workplace or at home, because there will be times where I'm just super grumpy and I just don't want to deal with anything and don't want to do anything. And it's, I recognize that. And I think when you're a parent, you don't always get a chance to have those, because you need to kind of, put on a smile and keep going until kind of your kid needs you. So you have to do that. But, recognizing the emotions that you're feeling is really, really important. And so that's, those are what I am doing. And I'm curious what you are all doing to keep yourself healthy mentally these days, given how hectic and stressful things have been for everyone. And then also thinking about the fact that the next 6 months, we might very well be still without a vaccine, or at least a vaccine that hasn't been distributed to everyone just yet. So yeah, what are you doing to help yourself stay healthy, especially with family responsibilities and even other responsibilities like work or other projects that you might be doing? So just wanted to come in here and do that. I hope you all are doing well. One more thing I forgot to say is that I am trying to exercise too, so hopefully that will help. I find it really hard to stay motivated to exercise. I don't know. It's just I just can think of so many reasons why I don't want to exercise. I want to be outside, but I don't want to slip and fall in the rain. I'm I don't want to get a cold. I just can think of any reasons. But at the same time, every time I ever exercise, I always feel so much better afterwards. My favorite part is exercising, and then the moment you're taking a shower, it's it feels amazing. And so I really do need to figure out something because not working out, I mean, I think I probably haven't worked out in the last 3 months or something. And so really need to go back into that, because that's also another huge mental boost for me and for so many people. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well and hope you're taking care of yourselves. It's gonna be kind of a rough couple of months with this whole election and flu season and whatever else is likely gonna happen in 2020. We just gotta hang in there. And I hope you're hanging in there, and I hope that you're finding some peace in yourself. Don't forget to register and don't forget to vote. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Amen. Say bye.